Samanta Chakravalesu Atra Gachantu Devata Sadhammam Munirajase Sunantu Sagga Mokkadang Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang Badanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang Badanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang Badanta Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Sarancha Sarato Nyatva Asarancha Asarato Te Sarang Adhigachanti Samma Sankappa Gocharati. Dear friends in Dhamma, today I'm keen on delivering a Dhamma talk here in Ottawa Theravada Buddhist Vihara. So every Monday we are delivering a Dhamma talk for your convenience, to enhance your Dhamma knowledge, to reduce your mental illnesses, to giving some special Dhamma knowledge for everybody. So it is pleasure to preach Dhamma weekly every Monday evening. So everybody can hear, everybody can listen and understand the doctrinal, conceptual ideas in accordance with Buddhism. That is what we are hoping to gain as a result of preaching these types of Dhamma sermons for everybody. That's great occasion. You know, the Lord, the Buddha said that Dhammo have rakkati dhammachari. Someone who are practicing Dhamma, someone who are listening Dhamma, someone who can able to practice doctrine in accordance with Buddha's teaching, they are the person who are protecting by Dhamma throughout their life. That's why we have to listen Dhamma, and then practicing is also a very important thing throughout our life. You know, we can read Dhamma, we can listen Dhamma. That's what the most important things in our lives. We have to always keep our attention to gain more knowledge of Dhamma. In Mangala Sutta, the Buddha said, Kalena Dhamma Sakacha. The discussing of Dhamma in particular time is auspicious thing. That's what the Buddha wanted to promulgate this philosophical concept for everybody to console their mind, giving more knowledge of human beings and giving more knowledge of giving a lot of knowledge about the reality, what is the real thing that happening inside of our mind and outside world. The Buddha understood these types of reality to enhance mental capacity of human beings. We are doing a lot of things day-to-day life, but we have to understand what's the meaning of this life, what we have to do for our happiness, what we have to do for our mundane life and supramundane life. We are not only living in this life, we have to continue our life throughout circle of samsara, throughout metempsychosis. Someone who wants to stop this circle of samsara, they have to practice majorly 3 aspects. What are them that we are going to discuss today? The first one is Dana. The second concept is Sila. The third one is Bhavana. Dana, Sila, Bhavana. Dana, which means developing. Sila mean cultivating. Bhavana mean culmination. Those who are practicing these 3 concepts in accordance with Buddhism, they can achieve their mental happiness, also gaining the inner peace inside of mind. There are a lot of benefits that we can gain from practicing these 3 major training aspects. The Buddha wanted to understood us to do these 3 aspects for day-to-day life as we can. That's giving more beneficial results to our life. Dana mean, simply we can explain alms giving, giving something to someone. Sila mean morality, discipline, virtue. The Bhavana mean meditation, culmination, cultivating inner understanding, controlling our inside mind. That is what doing in meditation. That's very common word. Is spread throughout the world. Dana, Sila, Bhavana. Those three are very, very important to practice as a Buddhist. You know, in Mangala Sutta, the Buddha promulgated Dhanancha Dhamma Chariyacha. Dana is auspicious thing. Dhanancha Dhamma Chariyacha. Living in accordance with doctrine. Living in accordance with doctrine is also auspicious thing for our lives. That's why we have to listen Dhamma, Sutta, Datta, the retention, which means Datta, Vachasa Parichita, the practicing verbally, Manasanu Pekkitabba, the memorization, listening, retention, visualization, and memorization. Sutta, Datta, Vachasa Parichita, Manasanu Pekkitabba. Those 4 steps we have to follow up when we are practicing Dhamma. It's very important. We have to remember those 4 steps. You know, as a child, as a students, they are studying when they are in the schools. They can also follow up these 4 steps for their education lives. They have to listen carefully. And also they have to keep in mind, they have to retention those what they have learned when they are in schools. And then Vachasa Parichita, which means they have to practice verbally those things have kept in their mind, and also they can remember the knowledge that they had gained while they are staying inside of classroom. That's the very, very important 4 steps as a listener. The listener mean in Pali Savaka. As a Savaka, as a listener, the Buddhist followers, they have to follow up these 4 steps to enhance their Dhamma knowledge, to enhance their practicing capability of this Dhamma. So the Buddha preached these 3 types of training methods to follow up all the Buddhists who are keen on following Buddhist concepts to get peaceful mindset throughout their life. They can able to gain happiness. They can able to understand reality of this world, and also they ought to understand what's the nature of mind. That's why should be practiced these 3 types of meritorious elements. Dana, so we can give lot of things for the others. Something we can give for others verbally, and something that we can able to give for others mentally, intentionally. So something that we can give for others physically, the various types of ways which we can able to create situation for the alms giving. That's very important. That's very beneficial opportunity for the human beings. The Buddha said, while we are practicing this first concept, dana, so people who are giving, people who are practicing this concept, they can achieve, they can able to destroy the 3 types of mental defilements. Akusala Mula, which means the root of mental defilements. The root of mental defilements. So we cannot do anything when we are get angry. That's why we have to control our mindset, to control our mind from abstraining hatred intentions. The very important practicing opportunity is giving others to their loving kindness thoughts. Giving loving kindness thoughts to others is the way how to reduce our hatred intentions from our mind. So we can also give others using our words, using our mouth verbally, lot of advices we can give others. That's another way to practice sharing, dana. That's another way. We can use our mind and words and physical things. With using of nama rupa, with using of mind and body, we can practice these three concepts: dana, Sila, Bhavana. It's very important thing. We can always do these three practicing methods. You can always practice these three. You know, when we are doing something somewhere, when we are going somewhere, that we can see some beggars on roads. So we can give some money for them or some food for them. That's what practicing generosity. But the Buddha said, the practicing generosity with giving something for Buddha or Sangha, community of monks, is the best opportunity to accumulate the lot of benefits, the lot of meritorious things which we can gain from doing practicing of generosity with giving something for community of Sangha. Right? You know, giving something for one monk personally is not included the word Sangha. Like example, the Mahapajapati Gautami queen wanted to offer a special robe that made by herself only to the Buddha. But at the time of that occasion, the Buddha advised to her to offer this a special robe for all the community of monks. That is what she was able to accumulate a lot of merits from offering that robes for the community of monks. That's different thing. Offering, sharing something personally or offering something commonly. Right? So that's important thing. When we are, the important thing is what we have to know when we are practicing dana, when we are practicing generosity, right? So someone who are practicing generosity, that's what they are developing their positive thoughts. They are developing positive good energies with reducing of three types of defilements, which we can introduce: lobha, dosa, moha. Practicing of generosity is reducing these three types of mental defilement roots. lobha, greediness, dosa, hatred, moha, delusion. These three types of mental negative intentions are going to destroyed by practicing generosity in our life. It will be help to cultivate, develop inner peace. It will be help to develop Sila, Samadhi, Panya, the morality, virtues, and consciousness, and also wisdom. It will be help to develop these another three training qualities inside of mind with practicing of generosity. That's what the Buddha said. As I mentioned earlier in my Dhamma talk, sarancha sarato nyatva, asarancha asarato, te sarang adhigachanti samma sankappa gochara. Sarancha sarato nyatva. We have to understand what's the truth of the things. Asarancha asarato. We have to understand what are the bad things, what are the negative things. Te sarang adhigachanti. Someone who are understanding, dividing of what are the good things and what are the bad things, they can achieve their good accomplishments in accordance with doctrine. Te sarang adhigachanti samma sankappa gochara. The important thing is we have to understand good and bad things with using of our righteous intentions. Samma sankappa, which means righteous intentions, right intentions. Contemplating of right intentions. That's very important word. When we are grasping a lot of things, day-to-day life, there are all things which we are seeing, which we are hearing, which we are touching, or those things which we are smelling or tasting. With using of these 5 organs that we are grasping, we are understanding, there are a lot of things at every moment in life. All things which we are grasping from outside with using of these 5 organs, we are keeping in our mind all those things as intentions, as cetasika, which means ideas. Right? But the special thing is we have to keep in mind all the things what we are seeing, what we are hearing, what we are tasting, what we are smelling, what we are touching from outside. All those things should be keep in mind with right intentions. That's very important point of view as per the Buddhism. as per the Eightfold Path. The second concept is Sammasambuddha, Sammaditthi, right view, Sammasambuddha, right intentions. I want to explain with comparing of this Pali poem, which is included to the book of collection of Dhamma poems, Dhammapada. These three types of training methods, Dana, Sila, Bhavana. It's very easy to practice. Someone who are able to understand good and bad things, optimistic and pessimistic things, positive and negative things, kusala and akusala. Someone who are able to understand optimistic things and pessimistic things and positive and negative things, they can easily practice these three training methods in their lives for convenience of their peaceful mind, to create peaceful mind. That's very important thing. That's why the important beneficial things that we can able to achieve if we are training this Buddhist psychology as much as possible throughout our life. That's not rule, but that is it's like morality. It is like good quality. It's that is very important thing. Keep in mind your lives. The people as human beings should be able to understand the mind themselves, what's going on, their ideas, their intentions. That's very important thing. You know, without practicing mindfulness, the human beings are fail. For the successful lives, the beings should be practice this in a conceptual ways to control their mind. Mindfulness, or reducing greediness, reducing hatred, reducing delusion, or cultivating generosity, cultivating sharing, cultivating virtues, cultivating the meditation. That is how important of practicing these three training methods, practicing these Buddhist conceptual elements for the human mind. You know, the all human life, all human body is controlling with using of consciousness. There are two things especially we have to consider in human life, which are them, human body and human mind. Every human beings have human body, and also every human beings have human mind. But we can see their body, but not mind. The Buddhism, the Buddha wanted to see inside of mind with using these regulations, these concepts throughout our life. That's not, sometimes I would say it's not easy to practice, but we have to try to get practice day-to-day life. It would be hard for someone, it would be easy for some others, no matter easy or hard, but should we continue to practice, to cultivate these three qualities. The second one is practicing Sila. It's very important. The practicing Sila is practicing morality, practicing virtues is another important step that we have to discuss. When we are practicing Sila, we have to awareness, we have to give our full of awareness for three things. What are them? Chitta, Kaya, Mana. Chitta, Kaya, Vacha. Chitta mean mind. Kaya mean body. Vacha mean words which we are talking. Those three things that we have to give our full of awareness while practicing of virtues. That's what the Buddha wanted to explain in Sila. You know, when we are thinking thoughts, we have to give full awareness for the thoughts. We have to collect positive ideas. We have to collect positive thoughts. We have to eradicate bad ideas. We have to eradicate bad intentions from our minds. And also we have to get rid of all the negative, bad activities doing with using of body. And also we have to avoid bad, harsh words, miscellaneous words while we are talking with others. That is what the Buddhism is, practical philosophy for the human life. This philosophy can be followed anybody throughout world. There is no matter what language is they are talking, what language, what types of religion the human beings are following. This is common philosophy. It gives us to get more knowledgeable things for our lives, to develop our inner peace. You know, in Western psychology, the special psychologists are observe some mental diseases. So the Buddha also found out what types of mental illnesses cause to human mind. In Roga Sutta, there are a lot of mental diseases promulgated by the Buddha in accordance with Roga Sutta. So also Buddha promulgated what are the solutions for those types of mental illnesses that we can achieve with practicing of generosity and virtues and morality, our mind body. We can use our mind and body to practice generosity and morality. And also when we are talking about meditation, the third step of these three training methods, the meditation should be able to achieve mental culmination of happiness, the culmination of mental consciousness, the mental awareness. There are various types of meditation methods: tranquility meditation and insight meditation, samatha and vipassana. These two major meditation ways important to learn as a meditator. So, and also sub meditation methods which we can explain: loving kindness meditation, and also contemplating of traits of Buddha, contemplating of traits of Dhamma and Sangha, Buddhanusati, Dhammanusati, Sanghanusati. Those meditation methods we can practice when we are practicing meditation. I wanted to explain in today's Dhamma session, actually, to gain more happiness for our lives, we have to understand what are the things that we are seeing, we are hearing, we are touching, we are smelling, we are tasting with using of these 5 organs. We can divide it into 2 ways. The first one, optimistic things, pessimistic things, kusala and akusala. We have to keep understanding with using of our full right intentions, full awareness. These 2 things to achieve successful life. And then how to find out way to improve our happiness throughout our life with using of these 3 types of training methods: Dana, Sila, Bhavana. Generosity, morality or virtues, and then meditation. If we are practicing these 3 training methods, we have to use our mind, body, and words. Chitta, Kaya, Vacha. These 3 types of things that we have to use when we are practicing Dana, Sila, Bhavana. That will be giving more opportunities to accumulate circumstances as a result of practicing these 3 training methods to our life, to reduce mental illnesses and to trying to stopping this metempsychosis lifestyle, which means the circle of life, this sansaric journey, to stop sansaric journey. We have to practice these 3 types of positive training methods. That's what I wanted to explain Dhamma session, the today Dhamma session. I'm going to end up my Dhamma session today. Thank you so much for hearing Dhamma talk. So you can hear this Dhamma talk and you can continue listening Dhamma. You have to continue understanding of Dhamma. You have to practice Dhamma all the way throughout your life, as soon as much as possible throughout your life while you are doing other activities in day-to-day lives. That's very important thing you have to keep in mind, this Dhamma advice also. So finally, I'm going to share all the merits which we have collected in this time with listening Dhamma. We have to share all the merits for especially human beings, also heavenly beings. May they attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. May they bless our lives. May they bless your lives and your family lives. Finally, all the heavenly beings attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Let's share all the merits for Devas. Akasatta cha bummatta devanaga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkantu lokasasanang. So I am blessing for everybody. Abhivadana silissa niccang vaddha pachayino chantaro dhamma vaddanti ayuvanno sukhang balanti.